Canelo in Riyadh in May, the big fight.
There's still 6 months to go before their much-anticipated showdown, but Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford have already started building the hype for their super fight in September. Earlier today, the two fighters met with Turki Alalshikh, but things quickly took a turn that no one expected.
His Excellency didn't seem as into this in the past, and now last night seems very on board making this happen. What changed on his end?
I don't know. You have to ask him. I think it's a very intriguing fight. Canelo and me is the same height. I got longer reach than Canelo. I'm faster than Canelo. But Canelo is bigger than me. He's stronger than me. So we both giving away something, but we both gaining something.
Canelo and Crawford nearly came to blows, with a brawl almost breaking out, one that Turki Alalshikh wouldn't have been able to stop. Their meeting in Saudi Arabia was meant to finalize details for their mega fight, but tempers flared even before they arrived at Turki's residence. The heated moment started as soon as they crossed paths at the airport.
So no make sense when you guys say that right now. At the end of the day, I don't want to have credit to face Crawford, but you never know. You never know in boxing. I'll go up and down and fight everybody out there. So it's possible. Why not?
Brings at me or throw at me. I gotta be able to believe in myself if I'm gonna get in the ring with you. I can't go in the ring thinking, oh man, if this guy hit me, he's gonna knock me out, or if this guy hit me, he's gonna break my ribs. So now, if he was talking about Deontay Wilder or something.
Both fighters' teams had anticipated a respectful encounter, as there was never any real animosity between them. Despite calling each other out and hyping up the fight for months, they had always maintained mutual respect. However, tensions rose when Crawford approached Canelo to greet him, only to be met with what appeared to be a cold shoulder.
The history of boxing. In September, then 2 more fights in 26. Don't miss with the line.
Crawford attempted to engage again, but this time Canelo almost lashed out. That set Crawford off and the two began exchanging heated words, ready to throw down right then and there. Fortunately, both fighters had their teams step in to separate them, and airport security also helped prevent an all-out brawl. Eventually, they made their way separately to Turki Alalshikh's residence, where it's believed the Saudi boxing mogul helped ease the tension. Later, all three, Canelo, Crawford, and Turki Alalshikh, were seen together in a photo posted on Turkey's social media.
Oh, well, it ain't really no message, it's all respect over here, and if, he do decide to come our way and me and him get in the ring, then it'll be an electrifying fight, It won't be like any other fight that he's fought recently. And it'd be a well-fought fight for both of us, I believe.
Any doubt in your mind that you beat him?
Of course I beat him. It ain't no doubt in my mind that I...
Boxing fans have been craving a historic fight to shake things up this year, and thanks to Turki Alalshikh, they're getting just that. Canelo Alvarez and the former undisputed champion from Omaha, Nebraska, have met with Turkey multiple times to discuss the fight. But beyond business meetings, their heated exchange has now made the matchup even more exciting. For a fight of this magnitude, fans want drama, intensity, and action, and Canelo and Crawford are delivering. Turki Alalshikh has been leading negotiations between both camps, working to finalize what could be one of the biggest fights in boxing history.
Este imbécil intento de gente que tengo aquí a mi izquierda, que no se le olvide que yo ya vine siendo el Canelo a Estados Unidos y que solamente lucró con mi nombre. Nunca perdí un solo centavo, sino nomás ganó dinero. ¿Ya le pagaste a Golovkin lo que le quería robar? ¿Sí?
Initially, Canelo was hesitant to take on the 37-year-old Crawford. However, it seems the Mexican superstar has had a change of heart and is now preparing for the challenge. Reports suggest that Turki Alalshikh played a key role in convincing Canelo, likely offering a massive financial package. Even though Canelo has a fight scheduled in May against William Skull for Cinco de Mayo weekend, his showdown with Crawford is the one stealing all the headlines.
Hopefully once you guys get in there.
I don't know. I just think, his punching power and his physical size is the only thing that I...
Speaking in a recent interview, Canelo, now 34, discussed his thoughts on the fight. He admitted that he won't get much credit if he beats Crawford, but he's still open to the bout. "I won't get any credit if I face Crawford, but you never know in boxing. I go up and down in weight and fight whoever is out there. So it's possible. Why not?" Canelo said. He continued, "I respect Crawford. He's a great fighter. No disrespect to him. But people talk about me fighting smaller guys, like Charlo, and now they want me to fight Crawford, who is even smaller. It doesn't make sense, but you guys keep asking." Canelo had previously made similar remarks, saying, "I think Crawford is a great fighter, but in my weight class it's an easy fight for me. Easy money. If the money is right, I'm in. Or not." For Crawford, this fight has been a goal since his dominant win over Errol Spence at 147 pounds, where he became the undisputed welterweight champion. "I've been wanting this fight. It's a legacy fight. It's the biggest fight in boxing today," Crawford said. "I know Canelo is bigger, but I'm up for the challenge. It's all respect, and if we step in the ring together, it'll be an electrifying fight."
Anything that I really have to worry about. But who knows? Once we get in the ring, we don't know how I'll handle his punching power, his size. I've been fighting bigger guys my whole life, so I'm pretty familiar with that aspect of the game.
As he prepares for the fight, Crawford acknowledges the challenges ahead. He knows Canelo's size and power will be factors, but he remains confident in his abilities. Throughout his career, Crawford has faced and beaten bigger opponents, boasting an undefeated record of 41-0.
Said no comment. Your reaction to that, and that seems like that you do want this fight now.
Well, I've been wanting to fight. I feel as if that's a legacy fight. I feel as if this is the biggest fight in boxing today.
"I've been fighting bigger guys my whole life. I'll beat him. There's no doubt in my mind," Crawford said. A potential Canelo versus Crawford fight is significant because both fighters are approaching the latter stages of their legendary careers. Canelo, 34, has been a pro for nearly 20 years, with a record of February 2nd, 62, while Crawford, at 37, remains undefeated in 41 fights. With both men running out of mountains to climb, this fight makes sense.
This fight right here is like the last of the Mohicans. We both come in the era where Floyd Mayweather was #1 pound for pound, Showtime, or HBO era, that type of era. So,
both fighters know what it means to be undisputed champions, something rare in today's boxing world. Canelo has been in huge fights against Gennady Golovkin and Floyd Mayweather, while Crawford's biggest fight came when he dismantled Errol Spence. To take on Canelo, Crawford would have to jump 2 weight classes, a move that makes this fight even more intriguing.
I respect Crawford. He's a great fighter, and I always say that no disrespect him, but sometimes he's.
Canelo lost his undisputed status at 168 pounds when the IBF stripped him of his belt, which was later won by William Skull. Before facing Crawford in September, Canelo has promised to reclaim the IBF title from Skull, ensuring his fight with Crawford is for the undisputed super middleweight championship.
About a small fighter like Charlo, he's big, which he is big, and everybody's talking about if I'm gonna face Crawford, fighter 147, who is smaller than Charlo.
Crawford understands that size will play a huge role in this fight. Some analysts doubt whether he can compete effectively at super middleweight, especially after his recent win over Israel Madrimov at super welterweight, which wasn't as dominant as many expected.
But everybody that believes in hardcore boxing fans, they know Crawford can beat Canelo just like they knew Bud was going to beat Vince. It's real simple. Real simple. You just got to know boxing in order for you to be able to say that.
Despite these concerns, the boxing world is captivated by the potential Canelo vs. Crawford fight. Their combination of power, skill, and charisma makes this one of the most exciting matchups in recent memory.
Are we still waiting for that second fight to happen?
I don't know, man. I don't know. They still got to go, got to work things out and see where they go from there.
I know Tim Zhu's name's been floated around out there as an opponent. What do you think about Crawford versus Zhu?
Butterstock him.
Yeah?
Butterstock him.
Him and Zhu both think that they can get a shot at Bud after, with the belt not even being on the line. Is that a fight that...
Some have questioned whether this fight is more about hype than competition. Crawford fights at 154 pounds, 2 divisions below Canelo's weight class. However, with Turki Alalshikh's backing, the fight was made possible, with reports suggesting Canelo demanded $150 million to take it. Even so, Canelo is not underestimating Crawford, recognizing his rare boxing skills. Cemetery said. Trainer Robert Garcia believes Crawford has nothing left to prove in boxing. He's already done it all, Garcia said. He doesn't need to challenge himself, but he wants the big fight against Canelo.
Crawford is doing it is because he knows it's the biggest payday in his life, and he'll never, maybe what he could get against Canelo, he's never made in all his fights combined. So of course, why would he call up Benavidez when he's calling out Canelo?
Garcia added that Crawford has secured his legacy and financial future, but this fight against Canelo is about going out on top. If he gets the fight, he'll take it. Otherwise, he may never fight again.
Bitch out?
You don't think he could go all 12?
He won't bitch out.
He'll do
He'll
better.
put up some good rounds. Get knocked out, but he'll put up some good rounds, and that's better than what Charlo did.
Hey, because he'll fight.
Yeah, exactly. He'll fight.
If the fight happens, Garcia believes Crawford could compete with Canelo for several rounds but ultimately won't have the size or strength to win. Crawford is strong and skilled, but Canelo is just too big and too strong. Still, for the first 6 to 8 rounds, it'll be a great fight.
I'm not even. He can hit. Like I know he can hit.
Yeah.
And he has a great chin.
Yeah.
Has he ever been dropped ever?
He was hurt. Cotto's brother.
Yeah, he got.
Yeah, but that was 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, but he got hurt. So what? He didn't get hurt.
Hey, you bring up Crawford getting hurt by Gamboa. That was 1,000
When
years
did
ago
I ever
too.
say that?
You said that the other day.
I don't remember saying that.
Yeah, you did.
Mikey Garcia has a different take, saying Crawford is one of the best I've ever seen, but the size difference is too much.
See, Roger says that Canelo hits just a slight less heavy-handed than Caballo.
Wow.
You think Caballo's stronger?
I think Caballo's heavier-handed. I think Canelo's stronger, but I think Caballo, there's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a difference between powers. And
Right.
Caballo is heavier-handed. Like when he'll jab, he's gonna fight.
Okay, to be fair, Caballo weighed 220 pounds when he sparred him.
No. But he's away.
Crawford has fought as low as lightweight, while Canelo has dominated at 168 pounds. Canelo isn't coming down in weight, size and power will decide this fight, Mikey Garcia said.
A fan of that fight. They're too many weight classes apart. And although the skills, Crawford is one of the best fighters that I've seen. Now, Canelo is, fighting at 168. Crawford just...
While some want to see Canelo move up to 175 pounds instead, this fight remains one of the biggest spectacles in boxing today. Stay tuned for more updates.